If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big 10, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will put total leather and will get started. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Northwestern's offense will go to work first. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Dropping back, it's Stone. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
He wants it all. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
Motion from the back. To throw, it's Underwood. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The give out of the gun. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
They're working that left side. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Stone. Got his man on the right. Oh, spins away. Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. Got a man. It's Anderson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Right offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Dumps it off in the flats. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Northwestern!
This offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like they need to win today. Like their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference, and they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. To the air, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Makes the catch. It's Marsh. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Oh, better look out! A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And in these situations, you're never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the first down. Nice job by the offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. On the move at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan. He got loose and it was lights out after that. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in... would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Flips it out in the flat. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Kick is in the air. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Priestcorn. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plants it fly. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Pocket breaking down. They get him on rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Tight end now in motion. Oh, it's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown.
Well, that one obviously not how you draw it up. It didn't start off great. Bad ball security. Ball ends up on the floor. But how about Johnny on the spot being there to not just scoop it up, but then shows you the wheels and takes it all the way to the house. An explosive play touchdown. You may never see one like that again.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Throws to the wideout. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama has a lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over the Rebels. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the single back. Gets it out just short of the 20. Out of bounds at the 19-yard line and a little more room to operate.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago. But now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. And they'll knock him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On the move. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A 51-yard field goal is not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Using the quick game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really, really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Stone. Finds his tight end. And they're able to get him down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And that is a play the big fella is never going to forget. Johnny. He's able to scoop up the fumble, and there was just green grass out ahead of him, and the big fella rumbling and stumbling as far as his legs would take him.
Pulls and throws off the RPO, and they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. He slides that just inside the right upright. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan.
Sent it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Prescore. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the tight end. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And how about that? This offense now 4 for 4 in this game on fourth down conversions.
The entire field, the entire drive is 4-down territory.
This offense, man, they just believe that they're going to get it done. And that really stems from the coaching staff instilling in them that they've got confidence in their guys to go out and execute.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle, prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one.
Throw to the end zone, picked off. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half. He can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way...
Takes it the other way. Ripping through the defense. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And I think in the I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under it and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm the receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done that so much in practice. They knew it was second nature, and they executed it perfectly.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's McCulley. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside and out wide receiver. You get in his hands. He can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Haynes. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive.
Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Stone. Makes the grab over the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. A run for the quarterback. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. On the run, it's Haynes. Finds some fresh air. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Guys, he's already got 44 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. Good. Downfield by the DB. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He's looking to throw. Here's a heat. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll line up for a second down play. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that will extend their lead even further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Send the tight end in motion. He'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
To the air, it's Stone. Swings it out to the flat. Jukes his way for more. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Northwestern ready to dial one up on first down. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Albright. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not...
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Got room on the return. And what a big play here in the return. Takes it back inside the 25. So here comes the Michigan offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out.
There he goes. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
And this QB is really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering his shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
That gives him 54 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. They'll go up top on second and short. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the route is on. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Drills him with the stiff arm. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Back to pass, it's Stone. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him in the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Just willed his way for a... Out to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. They finally get to him, but what a play. Hurry to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Just keep slinging it. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Covey.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Dropping back, it's Stone. Takes the easy one to the back. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Lets it fly deep downfield. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him...
Looking for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, what a game this guy has been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so